used to be the head teacher of a school called St. Richard's. Yes, I suppose you could call me the dickhead. Hello everybody and welcome to this video. That was awful. And how are you? This is a video that I'm going to be doing. I've got 2 parts, maybe 3. I'm a very big scary game fan. But these are 10 of the scariest games that I have in my collection. Because there's other games, but I don't have them. But this is the first of many, so shut your faces, okay? And yeah, and also welcome. I'm on 770 or something subs. Fucking fly. And then I had Windy Pops at the fly. That should show him. I'll kill him. Yes, but welcome to the channel. These are 10. I don't know. These are 10 games that I think have some scary moments or are very scary in themselves. So bear with me. If your game doesn't get featured or your favourite one doesn't get featured, don't panic. It's just I can't fit them all in, else I'll be here all day. Alright, calm down. Right, first one is Blair Witch for the Xbox One. Now, calm down. I felt the same. This is sealed, by the way, because it's on Game Pass. I'm not just making this up. It was on Game Pass for a long period of time. So this took me by surprise, and the reason why is because it is actually really well put together. You start off, you go into the forest where the incidents all took place. And you start off by investigating, but there are paranormal activities. There's obviously the witch is following you through the forest, and it is a genuinely creepy game. The use of, you have your dog with you. It really does use atmosphere very well, and as from a first-person point of view, I actually think this is slightly better than Outlast. Certainly number 2. It was really disappointing, number 2 was. But it's a fantastic horror game, and definitely a scary game to keep you occupied. But it's a good one. Yeah, definitely worth a look. Alright, calm down, shut your faces. Blair Witch, starting strong. Don't worry, we're only going to get stronger. Did you see the blue cake? You looked! You fucked it up again, you bastard. Not really, you're lovely, really. This is Zombie U. Recently has now come out on the Xbox, not in a gay way, but it's come it's come out on the Xbox One console, and it's just called Zombie. But yeah, this this was the reason why I bought a Wii U. I bought it for this game alone. I'm a big zombie fan, and I was quite excited to play this one. Is my count? Oh my god, boobs. I tried not to say boobs in the last video, but I'm saying it in this one, so calm down. But yeah, this was all right. This was good. Love the use of the controller, and I don't think you don't get it with the Xbox One, but with the controller, the actual pad, the game pad as it's known, has lots of elements. You can hold it up, and it's kind of like a torch, and you can look around the building. Atmospheric. Legitimately quite scary, and one of the main reasons is the combat is so hard. It's not like normal Left 4 Dead or Dead Island. It is a genuine fear, and if a zombie starts to overpower you or you get overrun, you're dead. That is it. It's over for you. Goodbye. And then your character's killed and you start again with a different character. And that was good. I mean, it was a great element to have, but it's really good. Your pad also acts as your satch, like your bag, and there's this element where when you're sort of looking through your inventory, you have to press down here at your bag, so you're constantly going like this because you're constantly having to keep looking at the screen just in case anything's jumped you while you're in your bag. It's a genuinely thrilling game, and if you've got a Wii U or you're in the market for getting one, it's not very expensive, this game, and I must admit it's got a certain experience you won't get with the Xbox One, and it's good fun. I really enjoyed this one, and it is genuinely quite a creepy quite a creepy idea, and it works very well. Lovely. Graphics are a bit janky, they could be better, but the premise is very good. Doom 3. Now I remember when Doom 3 came out, and before that all we had was Doom and Doom 2, which was fast-paced, over-the-top, high-octane killing. And all of a sudden this became a little bit more of a scary first-person shooter. The graphics were next level, and they were literally next level. I remember this coming out and everybody going, "Whoa, you can see their cheeks move when they talk." They even based the movie off this one. That's how good this is. But it is very good. The pacing is much slower. But when you fight something, there is a significant danger to fighting that thing. You are still badass, but there is there's a realism to it, and it's fantastic. Some of the atmosphere in this game is next level. It's really good, and I think it's one of the best. It's one of the best, and this is a great version of Doom to get. I think I've mentioned this before. This is really good. Doom 3, and you get the original Doom and Doom 2 on here as well. It's a no-brainer. BFG edition. I got the little slipcase, but you don't have to get that. Next up is a bit of a no-brainer again. It is Dead Space. This came out in 2008, around the same time as Fallout 3. And what can I say about this game that people haven't already said? This is genuinely scary. They remade this recently on the new consoles, but I'm not going to lie to you. They didn't need to. This is still really good. I mean, it looks fantastic. The monsters are still scary. And the game has this habit of leading you into areas you don't want to go. You don't want to go there. Trust me. You don't want to be... you don't be in that part of the level. But it's brilliant. And it never drops its guard at every point of the game. You never get used to killing things. You are constantly on edge, waiting for the next possible jump scare, possible, next level of creature. Until they release a creature that can remorph and just chases you throughout the station. But really good, fantastic. And Dead Space, certainly the first one. Second one to a degree, not so much the third one, but the first one for me was brilliant. I had to do a level and then have a little rest. It was too scary for me. I had to walk away. But yes, there you go. The other day, sorry, I had a big sniff again, and I apologise. I'm trying not to sniff too much. I think my mic's still on. The other day I went to see my granddad. He's in a nursing home. And I walked in, and through the window I could see him sat there with, it was like a lady, about the same age, holding his penis in her hand like that. And I thought, what the fuck? And I went in, "Grandad, what the hell's going on?" And he went, "Well, funny you should ask, this is a girl, I met her 50 years ago, and we had some fun back then because she used to say how she used to enjoy holding my penis, and I used to like her holding my penis. So here she is, she's doing it now. We've met up after 50 years, haven't we? And she holds my penis, and I said, that's great, but the kids are here. Yeah, the fucking kids are here." Unbelievable. But he was having fun. You could tell he was pointing right at me. Obscure 1 and 2. These are becoming a bit expensive now, but they are a really good game. I think I've mentioned them like 400 times because I love these games so much. And the reason was because I didn't expect to. I never expected to love these games. They're made by MC2. And that one's made by Hydravision. Never heard of them before. But they're really good games. They're set in a high school or college. And you go after hours back there. And you end up in some serious trouble because there's a dark kind of vortex cloud that takes over people and turns them into ravenous bastards. But yeah, really good. Fantastic. And definitely worth getting if you have the money for them, because like I say, they are getting a little bit expensive now. Put a bit of footage up there for you, but I enjoy getting Obscure and Obscure 2 onto the Xbox, onto the PlayStation 2, because they still stand up today. Very good. I like the fact you can affect weapons by sticking stuff together. You can make like a gun and you duct tape a torch to the end of it, and so on. Yeah, very good games. This one's a bit of a weird one, but hold on with me. Half-Life 2. Now, you might be wondering why, but there is a level on here, and people who've played it will know what I'm on about. Ravenholm. is genuinely one of the most terrifying parts of a game I have ever played. So you're all familiar with the head crabs. They're the ones that kind of run along, jump on your head, and then they suck your brain and turn you into a zombie, which is the main enemy of the games, first and second. Well, in this, the town has been completely overrun by head crabs, so everyone is now a zombie. And it is brutal. It's a brutal game. Part of the game, it's brilliant because you literally are just trying to negotiate your way through hordes and hordes of zombies, and those horrible black, long, spindly head crabs. And then you've got a variety of the zombies. You've got the ones that throw head crabs that bring you back down to about 1% health. You've got the kind of the running ones they're really terrifying. They just scream and run at you. It's a really, really scary part of Half-Life 2, and yeah, I genuinely lost. I broke then for a second, didn't I? I genuinely got a little bit scared at that point. Yes, but yes, there you go. Very good. Next one is The Evil Within, and I'm going to go for the franchise as opposed to just the first one. This was made by a large part of the original Resident Evil team when they were very disillusioned by the way Resident Evil was going. So Resident Evil had hit number 5 and 6 at this point, and this was released on the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, this one. And yeah, they decided to make their own game, so it's got a lot of Resident Evil elements to it. But it's really good. I really enjoyed these games. You can do stealth attacks. There's genuine threats. Yeah, and some of the bosses are some of the most terrifying bosses alive. And they throw them straight in at the very beginning of the game. They really don't give you time to breathe. There's even ones that are kind of like Pyramid Head-esque creatures and zombies and all sorts of things, and long-haired Japanese grudge-like creatures with chainsaw arms. It's brilliant. It's really good. And these are a good franchise and definitely worth a scare. Yeah, it's a good set of games, and I'm glad they made them because I am a very old school Resident Evil fan. So I play the new ones, but I like the old ones. They're better because it's still on. It is boobies. Now the Suffering. I couldn't find the Suffering. It's in there somewhere. But I've got the Suffering Ties That Bind, and it really is the two games. You play as this guy, and his story is that he's been imprisoned on death row for the death of his wife and child, I think. Now you start off not knowing if he's guilty or innocent, but whatever you decide to do within the game, to the survivors, to people you meet and that, will determine whether you are guilty or you are innocent. So the more bad things you do in the game, say if you gas the guard or whatever, you will start to become the bad guy, and then it will be unfolded that you did kill your wife and kid, or you could be a good guy. You can also go into beast mode, which is where you turn into a big monster yourself. The creatures are ridiculously inventive and absolutely horrible. One of the worst has got to be the lethal injection creature that runs along on all fours with his arms and legs are needles, and when he jumps on you he tries to push these things into you and you have to push him off. Really atmospheric, very well made games. I'd love to see a remake of these. I think they do a really nice job on a new platform, but midway as well. It's not like they're not still going, but very good games. Yeah, definitely worth a punt on the old Scare. We've got 2 games left, guys. Just the 2. Cheeky monkeys. Next one, not the last one, is Silent... I just kicked my dumbbell. I do apologise. I've gone back into working out again. And I'm knackered. Because it means I have to cut out eating shit. But I still get to drink me Jack Daniels or whatever the hell it is. I don't care. I'm not a pisshead. Don't panic. People are going to be like, well, fucking Phil, he's drinking too much. That's twice. I won't have another drink for the rest of the week because I'm at work, so I have my drinks on my nights off. Silent Hill franchise, and I'm really referring to the first three. The reason why is because I wasn't a big fan of Homecoming. I wasn't really a big fan of Downpour, but I did like the first one, the second one, and the third one, and The Room, which was the fourth one. This is 2 and 3 because it was easier than holding a million cases. So yeah, Silent Hill, what more can I say? Psychological horror, made perfectly. Such a beautiful set of games. Very expensive now to buy these bad boys. They're about £40 to £50 each now, so you'd be looking at 200 for a complete 4-part set. And then there are things like there's one called Shattered Memories, I think, on the Wii U, and it's like £400. I think now it's like, what the fuck? I'm not playing that one then. It's supposed to be quite good, but not £400 good. But yeah, there you go. Silent Hill. This is the HD edition, but I do have the originals as well. Yeah, there's something quite terrifying about static being the way you know an enemy is close. That is possibly the most terrifying sound you can ever imagine. But yeah, very good. Silent Hill, great stuff. And if I say yes one more time, I'm going to go mental. And last but not least on this one list is the original Resident Evil 3. And the reason why this is on here is because of this big fella here. And I don't think the remake did him justice. I think he made him too staged. He was kind of staged in this one, but there were areas where he never left you alone. And it was a little bit more unpredictable. Once you played it 2 or 3 times, you kind of got the gist of where he was coming from. But yeah, Nemesis. It's a great game. There was more zombies, there was more guns, there was more Jill Valentine, lovely. And there was definitely more of this big dude here. He was a bit of a play on the old Mr. X, but he was a lot more relentless. He never left you alone, and he would stalk you. And there was something quite scary about his music. He had this eerie noise that would send you knew he was close. It felt like, I don't know, like you were in an episode of like a Alfred Hitchcock film, and it was just dread, and then all of a sudden, bang, and he just stars, and he's just come running towards you, or he's shoot you with his rocket launcher or whatever. Thoroughly enjoyed this particular one, and to think that it wasn't even meant to be a game means that it certainly hit its mark. But yes, Resident Evil 3, what a lovely game it was. And there you go, there's me 10. I'm going to do another 10 at some point because there's lots of others. But thank you very much for joining me on this video. I've also put a Warhammer video out. If you are interested and you want to watch it, then watch it. And I'm also going to post a video of my old stuff. You don't have to watch that if you don't want to, but if you want a little sample of the kind of stuff I used to do, happy days, and watch and enjoy. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video, and I shall see you in the next one. But if there's anything you would like me to do or anything you would like to see from me, let me know. Yeah, and I'm really enjoying myself, which is good. Because the last time I didn't enjoy myself, I fucked off. Didn't come back. But no, I'm really enjoying being here, enjoying the interaction I get with you guys. I think we're building a nice community here. I've met some really nice people as well. There's Retro Cabin, there's Super Smash Gaming, there's an idiot, the idiot in the game room or something. I apologise, it's such a strange name to come out with. He's certainly not an idiot. He's a very wonderful man, and he's a very very genuine person. I like him. Access Area 6 obviously as well. The Bike Shed Boy is another one I've met, who's his son. He's a really nice guy as well. He's definitely worth checking out. To name but a few. Unfortunately, my mind escapes me when I record, but I really am enjoying the community we've built. I think it's a nice community of gaming collectors who are very tolerant